Hey, welcome to Trying Harder. I'm Guido, and today we have this eufyCam S3 Pro 2-cam kit. We're gonna open this bad boy up, check them out, go do an install, and then circle back with a review on how I think they did. But first, I have to thank Eufy and Best Buy for giving me this product to review. So this guy's kind of a beast. Give you a closer look at it. 2 cameras and a base. 4K with forever power. They're solar powered. I was pretty stoked about that. And then they have radar powered motion detection. On this other side, they give you a nice little glimpse at their ecosystem. They have baby monitors, household cameras, doorbell cameras, smart locks, alarm systems, the works. You can get a whole ecosystem running. And the big thing that I liked about this is there's no monthly fee. So with this included base, they're gonna allow you to store all your videos and whatnot on here instead of charging you a monthly fee. And then you can use an app to see what the heck's going on around your property. At that point, they can't guarantee you necessarily the best privacy because you'll now then be taking those videos and putting them in the cloud so that you can see them. So that's where they kind of say, hey, you got a home base, we got really good privacy, but then it's up to you to allow them to help you out better. And I mean, ideally, they're gonna have some level of cybersecurity, but you look around these days, people are hacking everything. Let's see if there's anything else of value on here. They'll take random smart snapshots throughout the day, so you can have a glimpse of your property, give you a list of things that come in the box. So you're gonna have 2 cameras, the home base, Ethernet cable, probably to hook the home base to your home network, USB charging cable, power adapters, you got wall mounts, the screws, user guide, which is always good, and then a backup solar panel. These things need 1 hour of sun to give you all day security. And if where you're placing this camera can't get to the sun, they have this little solar panel to go off to the side to get you that sun. So they'll give you at least 1 of those. That's nice. I'm not sure if I'll need it or not. They're gonna have a 1 and 1.8 inch stacked CMOS sensor with a f1 lens aperture and AI powered to get you the nice 4K images. We'll see how good the video actually is. Like anything, they have built-in Bionic Mind AI learning. What they're doing there is for self-learning facial recognition so that you're not gonna trigger your own camera with your face. They'll recognize you and only send you updates when stranger danger. It will also enable tracking. If they see an individual in one camera and they're walking towards another, it'll pick that individual up in the second camera. It seems pretty cool. Here's some more highlights on the box. Cross camera, what I was just talking about. Pretty much I've hit most of these topics. Noise reduction and whatnot. They're saying it works with Apple Home, Alexa, obviously Apple app, a Google app with all that. So I think that's pretty much the highlights of the box. Let's see the product. Get this plastic off of here. Eufy, I think that's what it's called. Built with care. I hope that's what it's called. I don't know. I've never actually heard it spoken aloud. All right, got the sleeve. We open it up. Quick start instructions, quick way to get the app. Here's the things, hook it all up. Looks like it's probably gonna be app driven. And then here's the 4K cameras. Not too bad. A little bulky, maybe like half of it, but you need room for that solar panel, so I'll give you that. Looks like you got a mount here. Got a sync button and a charging port, I assume. Second one looks a lot like the first one. They're a little hefty. Kind of surprised there too. All right, next thing come out is the home base. This is way smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why, the picture made it look giant. I'm very impressed with that. I believe you get 16 gigs with this, and it's expandable. So this is where you would insert another hard drive. Yep, 16 gig, can go up to 16 terabytes. That's a lot of footage. And then here's your back. Got a sync, an alarm, power, network, and then some USBs. One of them is a powered one. Pretty nice. This box is all the cabling, hardware. They give you 3 wall mounts. One of them's probably for that spare solar panel. Here's your power cable for the home base. Some probably charging USB, might be hard to tell, but that's a positioning sticker to stick up on the wall when you're drilling holes. And you got wall anchors, flat Ethernet cable, pretty much it. Got the quick user guide, or quick start guide, however you wanna say it. It's got its own little special box, ain't that fancy. You can advertise to everybody, they're being watched if you want. I like not advertising, so they don't think to look for a security system. Looks like they recommend that you charge it first for 8 hours. Probably a safe bet. Get you that base charge until you get enough sunlight to maintain itself. This looks like it'll be pretty useful later. And the last thing is the backup solar panel. So here's a cord. I'm not quite sure how long it is, but that'll plug into the security camera. And then this is kind of what they're talking about. If you're gonna put it under an overhang where you're on the wrong side of the sun, you just slap it on the side of the house so you do get some sun and you're still good to go. I'm not sure how much another one of these costs if you need it for 2 of them. I definitely appreciate it coming with at least 1. All right, let's take a closer look, go do some installing, wrap it up.
The cameras have reliable Solar Plus 2.0 technology. This allows low light, shady, and extreme weather charging. These have a spotlight, full duplex 2-way audio, and dual mic array with noise reduction. The Siren is a high-quality speaker producing 100 decibels. Max Color Vision makes day and night bright. The 4K cameras are able to give you detailed surveillance footage with AI-powered ISP. Vivid colors, high dynamic range, and sharp details let you identify faces and see license plates up to 30 feet away. The radar and passive 4-infrared LED detection gives you up to 40 feet of coverage with a 120-degree field of view. IP67 weatherproof protection lets you mount these anywhere, worry-free. The external solar panel is 2.6 watts with a 13-foot cable, allowing a lot of flexibility. And it's IP65 weatherproof. No monthly fee with 16 gigabytes local storage that upgrades to 16 terabytes. This keeps everything securely and accessibly in your hands. Homebase enables easy control of group settings. It also compiles footage upon movement detection to create a unified event overview. Here are all the ports. The wireless connection is 2.4 gigahertz, 802.11 BGN. Bionic Mind AI technology allows for face detection and object detection to fine-tune your collected footage. Now let's get into the installs. Here I'm replacing an old porch camera. I just easily used pre-existing holes to mount the bracket to the siding. Finish tightening up the guts of the bracket. Then attach and position the camera mount. Inner teeth with a compression nut control and secure the bracket orientation. The slotted ball joint will also secure as you tighten the nut. The camera screws on the post and secures with a nut on the back. Keep everything slightly loose to get the proper orientation, then just tighten it all up. Simple enough. Unfortunately, after all of that, I found out that area gets 0 sun. I had to relocate the camera to the upper edge and change to portrait to try and find enough sunlight. This did give me a bigger, wider porch coverage though. The next vantage I've been wanting for a while was the driveway to keep an eye on the cars. Checking the location on the app. This will be a hanging mount. This install was a lot worse than the first because there weren't pre-drilled holes. Even when I did pre-drill, I needed to do it again deeper because the wood was so hard it stripped the screw heads. Incoming weather added to the frustration. Making sure the base bracket is solid is important in this configuration. Overhead mounting is very much a pain. Just like the first one, after everything is orientated correctly, tighten the nuts and you're good to go.
So after the driveway install, I found out that that area of the house gets 0 sunlight. So I mounted the external solar panel to the side of the house to power this camera. The lesson here is to make sure your mounting location meets the criteria of the product before you buy wireless solar cameras. Now for the review of these cameras. It's been 4 months since I installed these, and I mostly like them. Since I just talked about the solar panels, let's poke at that. Eufy claims the solar panels can charge in low light conditions like dawn and overcast. Even being under the shade won't hinder them. Extreme weather from 14 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, it will stay on and charge. This is all false. I've had the camera shut off with 20-degree weather. The panels are very finicky, and I've had them charge not at all during overcast and in the shade. My porch camera couldn't charge when there was shade on it, even on the edge mounting. The app is very good at giving you details about the charging on each camera with solar data and whatnot. And I've seen it say 0 charge in these conditions. In the perfect conditions, I think these cameras are probably wonderful. But these past months, I've pretty much been limping along. I'm close to having to pull them down and charge them manually. But we're also in the winter and trying to feel it out. I'm hoping as we move into spring and summer, the conditions will change for the better and we'll be able to charge and not have to worry about it. That aside, my favorite part of these cameras is the optics. The 4K and low light do a great job. They have 8 times digital zoom. Here's some shots of both cameras in action. I haven't had any issues with dark graininess where you can't make out what's actually in the shot. The home base seems pretty solid. There's been no issues with camera connectivity with the Wi-Fi, which is awesome. With the activity around my house, people walking their pets and what have you, I'm able to store about 3 months worth of footage from both cameras locally. And the nice thing is it automatically clears out data as you go. So you never have to worry about missing a moment due to full storage. I like the eufy security app. I get prompt notifications of detections on my phone. You can set up activity zones to minimize unnecessary hits. The AI points out humans or pets, vehicles that you can correct and teach. Like on windy days, I'll have the camera trigger a hit that's just a shadow that looks like a human. And so I can just go in there and tell, hey, yo, fool, this ain't no human. And I'll learn from that. And also, seasonally, Christmas decorations, it'll trigger on that. And it's like, nah, yeah, that's no perp. That's just Santa. There are a lot of settings and stats to look at in the app. There's also a website, but it's kind of a pain. It's very secure, which is nice, but secure means that it's hard to use. You need a PIN every day from the app, from your phone, to be able to log in, and mostly you just have access to live feeds, which isn't really feasible with a solar powered setup. For me, it gets annoying because I can't have my phone at work. So I don't get any of the notifications and whatnot, so I want to be able to log into a website and see what the heck is going on. And at best, that website is active for just 24 hours, and I need another PIN, and then even when I'm in there, my access is limited. So come on, man. However, these are just my thoughts. Overall, I'd say get these if you can support the solar power. They're pretty awesome being wireless. Love it. Don't have to run anything. Just plug and play, but get you some sun. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what questions you have. I'm happy to answer them. I'm sure this video didn't go as deep as it needed to go, so let me know. And eufy, when it comes to making your next solar panels, try trying harder.